I was interested in a lot of like 90s alternative rock bands at first, and I got involved in a lot of the British punk bands that were playing in my house, like even like local bands, and the Buzzcocks and the Damned all kind of played nearby, and most of the people who were watching those bands were like old guys that were about when punk was first about. But yeah, I saw that as the roots of it all, and that's what interested me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of neat, to have a mixture of bands to inspire, and there's been a lot of great Brit bands out there. Oh, looks like I failed. Okay, hold on. We're gonna try to call him back here because it looks like I ran out of Skype credits. So we're gonna try to call him back and see if I can try this again. Plan for a month. Pay monthly, buy a subscription, pay as you go. Let's see. Try to do this. Hold on, folks. Here, we're gonna try to call him back here. I'm just gonna hit. Here we go. Back to call you. Hey, Julian, just me again. I ran out of Skype credits, so I put $10 more in there. So when it runs out, we'll just have to end the interview.
Sure. Yeah, my phone's the same. I'm always like that.
Oh, sure. Yeah, it kind of sucks, when it comes to paying more for a phone call than I normally do. On Skype, I pay normally $3 a month, and I can call anywhere in the United States and only pay $3 a month. So it's different when it comes to overseas, anyway.
There's probably some kind of piracy trick to it.
Yeah, who knows? But
I don't know anything about that stuff.
Yeah. But I was very happy to be able to chat with you, and whatever, I forgot what question I was asking you before, but I think we were talking about some of your influences, I think.
Yeah, well, I think we finished that, didn't we? I don't know, I'm quite spaced out today. I'm just messed in a hangover, but it's like 11 o'clock at night, so I'm kind of becoming okay again.
Oh, sure.
But yeah, I think we finished that question.
Okay. Well, I'll just ask you another one then. Where do you see yourself, like in the next 5 years with your band? I mean, do you see yourself really going somewhere big, or is it just more low key for you?
I'm kind of more interested in just doing it, kind of for the music at the moment, and we're working on the third album at the moment. And I'm kind of, my focus is we're not even playing gigs at the moment, and just purely working on songwriting for at least the end of the year to make sure that as preparations to make the album as good as possible, and just make it like 12 songs that are really, really strong.
Oh, sure,
and
yeah.
That's the pure focus. I can't see beyond that. I don't care.
Oh.
About that, I'll worry about that after the album's finished, and because I just see it as like one thing at a time, and just focus on that. And we just sorted out getting artwork for the album cover this week, which is like a cool little cartoon character, like a punk girl. And so the thing is very slowly, like the pieces are coming together like that for this record.
Oh, sure. Yeah, and you just never know where a person can go, with their music, and how big of a fan base do you have right now?
Not great at the moment. I've moved about a lot in the UK, so been in different cities. I live in London at the moment, and I just had a new band every time I've moved to a new city. And so that kind of disrupts the fan base thing, but that's just that's not a thing I'm kind of concentrating on at the moment anyway. So
okay,
I'll worry about that later. I think in the next stage of playing gigs, purely focusing on gigs and touring and stuff.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool. Maybe you could see yourself doing like an Ozfest or something like that, maybe, or some type of big festival in the UK or anything like that.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. Open to offers.
Yeah, and so have you ever been to the United States at all and performed?
Never. I've never even been there. Just on holiday or anything either. I have no idea what it's like, but it seems quite scary with all the gun stuff. That's something that puts me off.
Yeah. But I mean, we got a lot of different venues here in America and stuff. Where I mean, even myself, I live 2 hours away from two venues that they have concerts here at once in a while. The Ralph Eggleston Arena and the Alaris Center, which they always have some big name bands always come and rock the places, whenever they can. So, I guess you just never know. What are some of the biggest venues that you've ever played on, or have you never, or that you can remember?
Well, we played at some punk festivals. We played at Manchester Academy and a big club in Manchester called M2. Local town halls and stuff like that. So yeah, we've played quite big. We've never played anything amazing stadiums or anything.
Okay.
But, it's a punk kind of band, so it doesn't need to be. I'm quite happy to do the small venues, obviously.
Oh, sure.
More people, the better, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And what was I going to say? So you consider yourself kind of like a bar band, kind of, in a way? In some way?
Well, yeah. Well, at the moment in London, yeah. But, we lived in the north before. I'm from the north of England.
Yeah.
And when we were there, we were able to play, a lot bigger places and had a lot more of a fan base, because all friends of the whole band would be there, and word can spread so much easier through friends of friends, and there's not that many bands there. But in London, I've lived in London for 2 years, and most of the venues, apart from for massive bands, are just like the bars. I live in Camden, and it's all bars, and some of them are supposedly have reputations of being trendy bars, such and such a band played at, but it is pretty much all a bar live band kind of culture. There's thousands and thousands of bands at gigs on every single night. So it's a different kind of thing. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I've never been to America, but I can't really compare it for that reason.
Sure. No, that's okay. You got your local flavor, and are you pretty well known, in your area anyway?
Well, we haven't been playing gigs for a while. Just like I said, I'm concentrating on the new album. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe not as much as I'd like us to be, I guess.
Yeah.
But when we're ready to start gigging again, I'm just going to go all out on that and gig as much as we possibly can. So I think then will be the time to treat it more like a military operation of playing as many gigs and trying to bring people along at that point.
Sure. I was watching on YouTube on your YouTube channel called Medusa Flicks. You got that 23-minute documentary. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Well, yeah, that was just a thing of we had a bunch of footage of left over from gigs we played from when the band was based up in the north of England, and we had the extra footage from the music videos we made, and it was just a thing that kind of naturally kind of came together, and it's called In Bed with Medusa, and it's just kind of what's it called, a sort of not a parody exactly, kind of taking this with Madonna, which is what in America I think it's called Truth or Dare, the Madonna film, but in the UK it's called In Bed with Madonna. So it's the same kind of style as that, just being black and white and copying the credits and stuff.
Oh, sure, yeah. No, it looked pretty good, and I like the black and white feel to it. That was kind of nice.
Yeah, there's a message of us when we recorded our first album, and just stuff that we thought was lost. Like we were trying to get hold of all this lost footage that different bass players had and different friends had on video camera, and so it's all a bunch of lost footage all put together with some new stuff, and just piecing together the story of kind of what's happened so far in the band.
Oh, sure.
Like,
yeah.
An early years thing.
Oh, yeah, because it said, what, like 2007, I believe?
Yeah, most of the footage is all from that 2007, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Who was the people that were behind the scenes, like, that made that filmed the documentary?
No, just the guy called Adam Simcox who did our music videos. We got 3 music videos out, and kind of him and the friends that filmed the video footage. But I don't know. I kind of like the music videos more that we've done. But I'd like to something that would be in the pipeline is when we do the gigs to promote the next album. Is towards the end of the set of gigs to promote the album. I'd really like us to do a feature length like home video on like filmed on several cameras and put it together as a live document. Just like a definitive live concert thing of the band.
Oh, sure.
And I think that'll be good because we'll have 3 albums out, but by that point we can have songs from each album in that kind of way.
Oh, sure. Yeah, so you're working on your 3rd album. Can you talk about it at all? What you're working on?
What I've kind of got right next to me here in my bedroom, like a cassette recorder.
Sure.
And loads of blank cassettes. I just making demos after demos. I've got like 330 minutes so far of demos of just my guitar, and I'm just building it up to just get thousands of hours of it. So we want 12 songs, and I've got 4 so far. Okay. I think are really good. So I've got a third of it already.
Are you pretty good? Are you pretty good at doing? Are you pretty good at doing like cover music and all, like cover bands and all, or cover songs?
No, we don't do that really. Sometimes in gigs we do covers. Like we did. We used to do Cyndi Lauper, Girls Just Wanna Have Fun, but changed it to Girls Just Wanna Wash Up. we did some. That didn't go down too well with like drummers' girlfriends. We had a drummer whose girlfriend had a fit at us doing that one. But we did like 90s dance songs and Billy Idol songs.
Oh, yeah.
Just some eclectic kind of things. But we don't do that on the album. So the albums are like it was just my songs.
Oh, sure. I'm sure because I'm sure if you did any cover songs, you'd have to go through all the copyright stuff and get permission and all that stuff and all the bullshit. Yeah, all the bullshit.
Money too.